A UN report expected the food insecurity crisis in Yemen to worsen over the next few months. As a result of the decrease in aid, the consequences of the Red Sea events, and the weakness of the local currency, while the European Commission announced the allocation of about $96 million in funding for humanitarian aid in Yemen during the current year. The Commission said in its report that this allocation comes within the framework of the European Union's commitment to meet life-saving needs and protect millions of vulnerable people, including forcibly displaced people, migrants, and as initial funding for humanitarian aid in Yemen this year, within its operational priorities for humanitarian aid. The European Commission's aid provided to Yemen this year declined by a third compared to last year, when it amounted to more than 145 million euros. Since 2015, the Commission has provided to Yemen approximately 1.5 billion euros, about $1.6 billion, in support to respond to the crisis in Yemen. The decrease in the European aid provided to Yemen this year comes despite the increase in the Commission's budget for aid to confront the expansion of conflicts in many countries of the world and the aggravation of humanitarian needs in them by 248 million euros for this year. One of the leaders of the Ministry of Local Administration in the Yemeni government agrees with the head of the Relief Committee on the necessity of having local solutions that contribute to alleviating the effects of the humanitarian crisis on the population. In addition, the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization stated that the food insecurity is expected to worsen in most parts of Yemen during the coming period, with the possibility that it will reach its peak during the next months of June and July after the decrease in food aid. A United Nations report shows that most of the indicators concluded by the survey team were worse in the governorates under the control of the Houthi group, although insufficient food consumption was higher in the liberated areas. Inadequate food consumption in areas controlled by the Houthis reached 47.3%, compared to 53.5% in other areas. Yemen faced many problems and imbalances in how to operate and deliver aid, in addition to the high operational cost and the aid money going towards spending on this aspect, which hinders the ability to meet needs, humanity, and filling its huge gaps.